Hey everybody, Bobbi Lynn here, back with one more chapter of The Power of One More by Ed Mylett. Today's kind of fun because it's one on one more try. And, like I think as you grow up, you always heard your parents say when you fail at something, just do it one more time. It's that famous phrase of falling off the bike. You get up, you fall down, you get back up and try again. And you just keep doing that over and over again, and you eventually learn how to ride the bike. So this chapter is about compounding, right? And we hear phrases like compound interest and think that compounding is a bad thing. But let's reframe that thought, right? So when you attempt one more try over and over and over again, you will eventually create compounding wins, kind of like the riding the bike theory. So when you act and do the same things as everyone else, you're going to get the same results as everyone else. So if you want some different results, let's try this compounding. So when you implement that one more try mentality, that's where you'll find your biggest successes. So let's think about the concept of busting open a piñata, right? I don't know any adult who hasn't, at some time in their life as a child, took some swings at a piñata, right? And if you didn't, well, maybe you've had your kid at a birthday party where someone gave a piñata. And the concept, you put some kids up there, you twist them around, get them all dizzy and silly, and just kind of make it funny. But even if you just went up and you just kept hitting it, each kid took their turn hitting it, you're not seeing any progress on that. Sometimes you may get a dent, or you may see a little ding in something, and you're like, oh, okay, next hit's going to do it. And you just keep swinging as hard and hard as you can. And finally, the last kid gets up there. And it could be the smallest kid. It could be the birthday kid. Or they could probably even just, like, barely hit it. And the thing busts open. Candy flies everywhere. And everyone dive bombs it, right? Like, huge success. Right? So it's that one more try. It was that one more hit that finally had the success. So it wasn't just that last kid. Every time that the kids made invisible progress as they're swinging it and hitting it, growing closer and closer to their ultimate goal. Right? It's a compound effect. Too many people quit right before they hit that final success. They quit their business, they quit their workouts, they quit their diets, they quit their relationships right before that candy falls out. And they don't, because they don't see that they're making progress. It's invisible. So you have to tune out those naysayers and the negative distractions to focus on busting your piñata wide open. What a great concept. So think about what's your piñata? What is it that you've been trying to have success at and you just keep giving up? I'll give you one quick example, and then, I try to keep these short. I recently came back from a hiking trip up in the DC area, and, I had a paper map, and I had like an online map, and I had all these things, but it was a 71-mile hike, but the first 20 miles didn't have it because anyway, long story short, I bought it, and it didn't start. All my technology didn't start till 20 miles in. So my first 2 days, we were going to hike 10 miles a day. First 2 days, I was kind of on my own. I had written down how far I had to go. So it was supposed to be 10 miles to the first shelter to stop. So we're hiking up mountains, and we've got our 35-pound sacks on our back and all that kind of stuff. And I just couldn't find it. Like, it wasn't showing up. We just kept hiking, and the whole time I'm like, all right, I've been hiking for 6 hours. At this point, I just wanted to see the shelter and stop for the day. And this book kept going through my mind. I'm like, okay, just one more hill. I got just one more hill, just one more mile. It's going to be around one more mountaintop. It's going to be around one more corner. I got to go down one more. And I just kept saying that for 2 hours. Come to find out, like, I didn't see what I thought I was going to see. And so we literally turned around and hiked 3 miles back to a known shelter. And when I got there the next day and I looked at where it was, we turned around 0.3 of a mile from our destination. That added 6 miles to my hike and my day. And that, if anybody's ever hiked, you don't hike 16 miles your first day. You hike 10, and you build up their tolerance and everything. And every muscle in my body hurt from my neck to my heels because I had hiked a little too far. But I gave up, but I kept thinking, I kind of gave up. It was a compounding of that, right? I kept thinking about just one more, and it kept me going. And the rest of the hike, I made sure I looked at all those things. And anyway, that's kind of how the power of one more can get you through your day, get you through your challenges. I hope you're enjoying this journey. And think about your piñata. What are you not going to give up on? Have a blessed day.